Hi, everybody. This is Craig, the Water Guy. Thank you for visiting us today. Hey, I want to go over RV water softeners with you. I have an RV myself, a fifth wheel, and we like to take off on vacations and do a little traveling. And one thing that we run across on a regular basis is how bad the water is in different areas. Dries your skin out and not good for the RV either. So I put together a system for my RV and been pretty happy with the way it works. So I want to go over that with you real quick. So the first thing that I did is I got tired of replacing those carbon filters all the time on a regular basis. Some RVs have the housings already built into their RV, and they put the carbon filter in there and replace it as needed. Other folks don't have that, and they purchase a housing and have their own setup. And I still recommend that you use a carbon filter, but instead of having to have that carbon filter plugged up on a regular basis, it costs you a fortune in replacing the filters. What I've done is I use an inline T separator here. So this one shows a 1 inch, but I actually use a 3/4 inch, which we're going to put on our website for you so you can see those. And what we do is these are threaded internally right here and right here. So you just screw your female and your male hose adapters into these, and you bring your hose into the inlet side and then out. And then from there, you're going to run it through your water softener, which I'll show you here in a second. The nice thing about these inline T profile sand separators, they're going to remove the sediment out of the water, and they're cleanable filters. So this ball valve here that comes with it is you attach it to the bottom of the filter here. So every once in a while, you just open it up and blow the sediment out. And when the filter looks like it's starting to get dirty, you just shut the water off with the hose, open this valve to drain the pressure off, unscrew this bowl, pull the filter out, use a soft pressure water, and go ahead and clean that off and put it back in. I've been using the same filter now for about 3 years, and it's still good. So you can imagine the amount of money I've saved of not having to replace the filters on a regular basis on the carbon filter when I do that. Okay, so this is a big deal here. It's $79 to purchase the whole setup, and that comes with the filter and the ball valve, and you're ready to go. It's a great deal. The nice thing about this too is it doesn't restrict your flow. It's a high flow filter. Okay. So from there, what I do is I run it through the software. There's different size RV water softeners out there. We've broken it down into different sizes for you. An 8,000 grain is good for a single person part time, meaning that they don't live in their RV. They're just using it every once in a while. It's just one single person. You might be able to get away. You can get away with two people if you like. You're just going to go out and have to add salt and recharge it more often is all. Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I'm RVing, I prefer to have fun, spend my time having fun than worried about dealing with maintenance stuff on a regular basis. But if you're the type of person that just likes to do stuff like that, then you can get away with this. Okay. The next one is good for two people. The two people is more expensive, obviously, but you can go longer before you need to regenerate the system, which I'll go over the regeneration process with you here in a minute. Then the 21,000 grain, which is pretty good size. I mean, your average home water softener is 32,000 grain. Some people even get 24,000 grain. So 21,000 is pretty good size. It's great for 1 plus 2 people, even 3 people, full time or part time. If you don't want to maintain it as often, it's up to you. But somebody that lives in their RV travels full time with it. This is a really nice option to have. So as far as maintenance goes on these, you have a nice handle on them. They come with the connections, the hose connections, the male and the male and the female connectors. They have a nice handle on here, so you can grab the handle and move it around. Up here is a plug. So what you're going to do is you're going to shut the water off to the hose. That if you go with this option here, it'll shut the water off here and open that valve up to drain the pressure. Okay. And then on the opposite side of the softener, you're going to go ahead and turn a faucet on just to drain some pressure off the faucet on the outlet side of the softener. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this, see this plug right here, this gray plug, you're going to unscrew that, okay? You unscrew that, and then you just tip the softener to the side and dump some water out of there, so the water gets down to about a quarter of the way down to leave some room for the salt. And you just pick up standard table salt. Depending on the size of the system, it's going to depend on how much salt you use. For the 8,000 grain system, you're going to use one small container of Leslie salt. What I've done is at Costco, I picked up a 20-pound bag of table salt, and I just use a cup and I dump it in there. And then you go ahead and screw this right back on, turn the water back on, and turn it on slowly and let the water run slowly out through the drain, just at a trickle. And just keep on checking the water until it's not salty anymore by tasting it. When it's not salty anymore, turn your hose up all the way and let it run for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops, and then turn it off and you're ready to go. When you go with a 16,000 grain, you're going to double up on your dosage. So you're going to use two small boxes of the Leslie table salt or 2 cups. Same process. And with the 21,000, you're going to use 3 boxes or 3 cups. Okay. And then you're ready to go. Of course, again, the larger the system, the longer you could go before you need to do that process. Okay. So that's how that works. Then what I've done with mine is I've also run it through a reverse osmosis system. So my reverse osmosis system has a carbon filter already in it. It already has 2 carbon filters, and then a sediment filter as well. And then it has the high efficiency membrane with a alkalizer filter is what I use. So what I do here is after my softener, inside my cabinet, inside my pass through on my RV, is I go from the softener directly into here. And the nice thing about this particular RO over other ones I've used over the years is this one is a high efficiency RO, so it only wastes 1 gallon of water for every gallon that it makes. Your typical RO wastes anywhere from 3 to 4 gallons for every gallon that it makes, which is a big deal, especially on RVs because you're draining the water onto the ground usually, so you're always looking for a place to put it where it's not going to flood an area and inconvenience yourself and other people around you. So this is a 1-to-1, which is nice, and you shouldn't have any complaints with that. So the way this system works here is the water from the softener runs through the sediment filter first, goes through both of the carbon filters, goes through the membrane, which will produce up to 75 gallons per day, and then coming out of the membrane to your little storage tank that it comes with. It'll go through your either a carbon block filter for polishing, or you could use what I use, which is the alkalizer, where it'll raise the pH up to about 8 to 8.5 for you, which is really nice to have because RO water is acidic. So if you don't raise that pH balance up, you're putting RO water to your hot water heater, which is metal, and any metal things you might have in the RV, it will corrode those. So it's really nice to raise that pH up. And then what I do is I run it into my water tank, and I use my water pump to feed the whole RV with RO water. So we have really nice soft water throughout the RV, as well as purified water from the reverse osmosis system. If you don't want to do it that way, then you could just run a line from there up to your kitchen sink and put a spigot there, and the system comes with a nice chrome swivel neck spigot. And you can do it that way, or you could just install it underneath your sink in your RV if that's what you want to do. But for me, what I do again is I run it into my freshwater storage tank and I pump it out from there. So that's how that system works. If you want to add um, the alkalizer to it, you can add it at the cart. It brings up the price a little bit, but that'll definitely give you the best of the best all the way around. And I hope that helps you folks out today. And please visit us or give us a call at 866-278-4130, and one of us will be able to help you out. And have a great day.